Hey, Soul Tribe, I'm coming back to you guys. You guys, if you don't know, I am recording on my phone, and my son had called me and interrupted that recording because he was calling to check on me to make sure I had made it home okay in the vehicle. And I think I might have talked about this in another video when I was saying that we ended up buying a lemon. Yeah, so he had to call and check on me to make sure I had made it home okay. And I am okay. So, and I'm sorry, y'all, the sun, I can't do nothing about it, baby. I'm trying. Okay. As I was saying, y'all, I hope that's better. It is a little bit better. I'm sorry, y'all. Anyway, we working on us. Y'all already know, bear with me. But as I was saying, I had little kids and she changed the locks on me. Mind you, I ended up, I have seasonal asthma. My asthma don't bother me in the wintertime, but because of how cold it was and I was out, it flared my asthma up. Mind you, I'm having an asthma attack. I'm trying to get in to get to the inhaler. She ain't answering the door. She done changed the locks. And here it is. You had to go through key, like in other words, punching the code to get into the building. So I punched in the code, got in the building, and I get up there to the door and I can't get in. The key is not working. So I'm like knocking on the door, and I'm telling her, quit playing. And I'm calling her, no response. So I ended up, child, having to go to the emergency room. And I thank God for the angel that was there to help me with my babies through that process of that. Because I won't call the hospital name, but I was dirty. I was having an asthma attack, and they set me out there in the waiting room uh, while, and I had to wait naturally to go back. And I'm feeling like my eyes about to pop out my head. And so the woman was like, "Is there anything I can do, girl? Let me get the baby." And I'm holding my baby, and she's like, "Oh Lord," she's like, "I just pray that they come on out here and get you." And she kept taking my oldest two up to the receptionist. That she told me, "Don't move, just hold the baby." She would hand my baby back to me, and I was like, trying to breathe and trying to help myself breathe. And she asked me about like what could she do, and I told her like hot water normally helps like bring some of the mucus up. And so she was just helping me. It was an angel there. That's all I'm gonna say. An earth angel was there. God blessed, honey. And she helped me through that. So after going through that, I dwindled away from them and I stopped talking to them for a while. And my mother had, she was like, "Why don't you come on back down south?" And I said, "I'm not coming back down south." I said, "That's what they want to see." I said, I'm gonna stay up here. I'm gonna work and I'm gonna get my own self place. I'm moving back home. I said, "This is actually home for us." And so she said she understood, and my mother helped me. But she said she couldn't understand it, and she would never understand it if I ever spoke to them again. Well, guess what? This old forgiving heart. And I ended up speaking to them again. But the reason why, and I'm getting to the point of why my mother would say what she said to them, and she didn't mind saying it. Because after coming into contact with them and they found out I was still here in Kansas City and hadn't moved back home, because they thought I had moved back home, we started, hanging again and talking again, and we forgave each other and we made peace with it, and we came back together as friends. And another incident happened. It didn't happen like immediately, but it wasn't major to me, but it was major to my mother. What happened, one of the friends had a gig down south, and she asked me to drive the van with this guy. And I was working 3 jobs at the time. I was working for Dell Computers, and I was working for Anderson Metals, and I was working security on the weekend. So I was busy, honey. I wasn't getting no sleep. Talking about then, I didn't have time to blink, think, or eat. However, the friend that asked me, and I was working that weekend, and I had to work all that weekend. So she's like, are you off? And my only day off was gonna be Sunday. And then Monday I had to go back to work. My mama said, girl, is you crazy? So when I called my mother and I told her I would see her that Sunday and see the kids that Sunday, and I was turning right back around and leaving right back out. So that's why she's like, girl, is you crazy? You ain't had no sleep. You don't get, she said, you only got one day off. You need to be sleeping. And so she said, why are you coming down here anyway? What is the purpose? What's the occasion? And so I told her my friend had a gig down south and she needed me to drive. And my mom was like, you know, don't such and such got a license, don't the sister, don't this person, don't that person. I was like, yeah, but. She's like, ain't no but. I was like, but here's the thing, Ma, can't nobody, it was a big utility van and nobody else could drive it. And so she's like, you be driving big trucks and this, that, and the third. Can you think you can? I said, yeah, I know I can. I've drove one of those before. And so I didn't want her to miss her gig because I think she had already collected the fee or pay, or she had put so much, I think she might have even just put so much money into it herself. And so, long story short, I didn't want to let her down. So I went on and I did the gig. I went on and did it, but it was a guy. I didn't know the guy who was going to be riding and helping me drive. She's like, I got somebody to help you drive. Well, my mother was upset because the guy ended up having sleep apnea, or it was some kind of sleep condition where he would just drive. He would be talking and just fall asleep mid-conversation. Wake back up, pick up where he left off at on the conversation. And he was driving, so I ended up having, after he told me he had that in, because we almost went off the road and had a wreck. We ran some people off the road. After he told me that, I ended up telling him, like, you know, look, I didn't know you had that condition. It's like, I said, dude, such and such know you got that condition? He said, yeah, I told her. But she didn't tell me. And so, but she said she had totally forgot to tell me that. But she didn't tell me that until I got there. And I'm like, girl, why you didn't tell me he had such and such going on and he couldn't really drive? And she's like, no, he told me it don't affect him like that, and I totally forgot to tell you, Cassie. So my mother, that's why my mother was angry, and from that point on, she's like, them ain't your friends, honey. I don't care what you say, and I'm gonna tell them in their face. And she did just what she said she would. So, however, that's why I was saying my mom would always say that. But with that being said, I still, even after that, continue to be friends. Because I feel like, you know, sisters fall out. Sisters have misunderstandings. But you get back right. And that's how I looked at my friends as sisters. But I said all that to say this. Nobody took the initiative to say, you know, no, I can't be a part of that. You know, nobody had integrity throughout the process of my lawsuit. Nobody had dignity. Nobody had the strength to speak up on my behalf. Everybody spoke against me. Everybody saw an opportunity. Honey, like I said, for the love of money is the root to all evil. It can be. And don't take him out. Just take him out to potty and bring him back in. I'm sorry, y'all. My son is getting my dog. For the love of money can be the root to all evil. And I say that like that because a lot of people get it twisted. Money is not a negative thing. And people want to take that and make it negative. No. What the Bible is saying is, if you love money, it can lead you to evil deeds. Meaning, if you get to the place where you love money, then you'll start serving money as your God. Meaning, you'll do anything to get to it. And nobody should be that high and mighty but God. You'll do anything for it. Nobody should be on that pedestal but God. And they took the opportunity, they saw an opportunity where they could speak on me in a negative light. And they took the opportunity, they did so. And they did so. Because there's no way prior to them, you know, questioning my family members, questioning my friends, questioning my ex-lovers. I didn't have all that static and drama. My kids was at peace, and so was I. And so was I. But it was when people started speaking on the issue. Nobody never said, if she said she got hurt at work, she got hurt at work. Nobody never said, Cassie ain't gonna just lay down and try to take no handout. She's a hard worker. She worked hard for everything she got. Cassie was in school. Cassie was training to become a police officer, or trying to, she had started applying for the police department to become a police officer. Nobody said that. And I'm gonna end this video right here, but y'all, we gonna pick this up and I'm gonna tell my story. That's the greatest thing you can do to heal yourself. Tell your story for you to heal you and set yourself free, and stop letting people be the narrator of your story. They didn't experience it, you did. And when you tell it, don't take none from it, don't add nothing to it. Tell it how it is and how it just how it was. With that being said, y'all, I gotta go, because my babies, I don't, even though they grown, them still my babies, honey, and I don't ignore them, nor do I neglect them. So I'm gonna get off of here. I love you all, and I'm gonna continue to tell my story, because I don't care which way it go, honey. I'm not seeking no handout. I'm seeking a hand up. And I was never in it for the money. Matter of fact, ask them to give me the paper, I'll sign it off. I just want my healing. Keep the money. Heal me. I don't even feel like, oh, all this hell they done took me through, I deserve it. I feel a little twisted about it, because it was at the expense of my pain and my children's pain. You think come on. You think I want that? And I'm not speaking in a negative light. It's hurtful. It's hurtful. And then because they didn't take my mind out, I didn't commit suicide. I'm still standing. I'm still persevering. I'm still praying for them. I still want them to win. I still want them to win, but not with me. I used to want them to win with me. Oh no. I want them to win, but not with me. And I forgive them all. Everybody that I forgive them all, because here it is, everybody that played a role in this lawsuit had everything to do with the woman that I am today. That saying is true. I don't know who said it. I think Gabby. I can't think of her last name. Oh, I hate that. I can't think of her last name, but y'all know who I'm talking about, the actor. I didn't know my strength. And Whitney Houston said it best. I got to know my own strength, though. Through all the hell they took me through, I got to know my Savior on a more deeper and more personal level. Through all the hell they took me through. Oh, I thought I knew everything about God. Oh, baby, wasn't I in for a treat? Can't nobody tell me about God, about the God I serve. And I don't say the God I serve as my God. No, he's our God. He loves us all. He's all our Father. But can't nobody tell me about that man, because I know him for myself. And it ain't based off of what I was raised and reared up on. No, it's based off of life experiences. Near death situations he kept me through. That's why I'm telling my story, to relieve somebody. If you're going through this hell, baby, it's gonna get better. Keep going and don't give up. If you know you got hurt on that job, if you know you've told nothing but the truth, let them do what they do. But don't you dare give up on you. You don't deserve it. Don't you dare give up on you. Don't you dare let nobody make you hold your head down. And if you're in a room, come up out of that room, baby. Somebody love you. And if you need to know it's me, sis, it's me, bruh. I don't care how you feel. Get up and take a shower. Brush your teeth. Comb your hair. Get dressed. If you don't do nothing but go sit on the couch. Get up. I don't care how bad you hurt. I know you hurt. I believe you when you say that pain is significant. It's not in your mind. But don't wallow in it. Don't. That's the worst thing you can do. Don't close your windows off, baby. Open them blinds. Get you some sun. Through all of this that I went through, not one friend came to check on me. Not one. Out of 9 years, not one. Not one. Now my sister, oh, I love her dearly. Shaquila Robinson, Shaquila Purvis now. Love her for life. And I wish I could edit this video, but you know what? We unedited and we raw and we uncensored. But at the same time, don't go looking my sister up. Don't go harassing my sister, because I don't play about mine. I don't do me. And don't do my sister. Yeah, I don't play about my sister. That's my baby. That's my heart. She didn't even know I was going through it. Now that one, I know would have been there. If I told my story, I feel so bad for telling it, because I don't ever want to put nobody in a bad light. It hurt me. I'm not that person. It don't feel good to tell it. My heart that big. My heart so big to where I try to figure out what was wrong with them. What was wrong? What was hurting y'all that much to where you would turn and do me like that? For the love of money? Baby, my integrity speaks for itself. People know they can't come. Even on today, let me help y'all understand who I am. On today, nobody could come to me. Now, I'm going to speak on my experiences, because they are what they are. That was the hand they dealt me. I'm going to speak on it. But nobody could ever come to me and say, can you tell us about XYZ? I can't tell you nothing about it but what I know her to be. And I wouldn't even talk about these experiences, because I'm not going to tear nobody down to someone I don't know for no amount of money. That's where my integrity lies. That's where my morals stand. You couldn't pay me $1 million to do them. Even still to this day. I'm that loyal. And they still got my loyalty. But they don't have my heart no more. And that's a bad place to be with me. I forgive them. But I'll never forget what it taught me. And I'm going to break that down too. Because some people will take your words and try to twist them to make it fit a bill for them. And for them to be comfortable in their mess. I'm very communicative. And I have great dialogue. What I mean by I'm still loyal, meaning I'll never expose their names. And if I have did so, y'all forgive me. That was a slip up. Now, and if I expose that name, it better be in some good light and I pray. You know? And if not, y'all forgive me because that wasn't intended. When I say they don't have my heart no more, meaning my heart was so big to where I would do anything for any one of them, even in my sickness. So they'll always have the love that I have for them from me, but they don't have access to my heart to where I will bend over backwards for them anymore. That's what I mean. They'll always have the loyalty to where I'm not going to cast them down. I don't want to see nothing bad happen to them. I don't wish ill on them. I wish them well. I want them all to be happy. I want them all to be successful. And I still want them all to win. Just not with me. Just not with me. And I'm telling my story because I've been harassed. Y'all don't even understand it, honey. I get this right here. And you see that guy right there? Walking with the phone. They get up close and personal, baby, with their phones. And put it in my face, take their pictures. That's a form of harassment. What you taking a picture for? What you looking for? I have not lied about my illness or my condition, nor have I lied about what it is with me. When I went to the doctor, he got all the tea. I'm just a private kind of person. And I don't like my civil rights or human rights being violated. But baby, who? What civil rights? What human rights? Do they even exist? Is there even such a thing? What does it mean in black and white? Help me understand. Help me understand. And the oppression has been significant, even when it comes to getting medical care. Now, I don't know if it's a character thing or a race thing. Or if it's discriminatory or discriminating based off of the information that they've received from them so-called ex-lovers, from the so-called family members and friends, for the love of money. I'm speaking on it because I'm tired of downplaying my intelligence for people who think they pitying the fool. I'm nobody's fool. Never have been, never will be. A lot of times I play the fool for the fools that think they fooling me, and I have to pray for them. I was going to school, I was on my way. Middle class just wasn't it for me, baby. I was on my way. And see, a lot of times, people can see where you're going and be praying for your downfall. That I'm praying for you, girl, don't always mean Praying for you. It could very well mean Preying for you, girl. I'm praying for you, girl. Break a leg. I used to hear that too. Now, I know that's a little saying, but why not say, go and win? Good luck. That sounds better than break a leg. I'm just saying. And I ain't nitpicking, I'm just saying. Some of the stuff, and see, back then, I'm like, oh, girl, thank you. You know what I'm saying? Because it did, I never took it in a negative lighting. But when you go through all the hell that people have put you through, and you have to cipher through the trauma that they created for you, it'll make you think twice about some of the things that were said to you. It'll make you think twice about some of the events and encounters. But with that being said, I done stayed a little longer than I was supposed to stay on here. I'm going to keep on speaking on it. I'm going to keep on telling my truth. And I'm going to keep on dropping these videos. And I'm going to keep on doing the work. Because this is to help somebody. Them investigators, they're going to harass you. They're going to follow you. And some of them, they cross the line. And I'm speaking on it to help some of you investigators out. Y'all go too far. You go too far. Deboing somebody don't change. Well, I guess it could if you got them to commit suicide. If you drive them crazy. But you got to be strong-minded, honey. And at the end of the day, if your soul ain't anchored in the Lord, oh, baby, you're in a world of trouble. Because prayer is what got me through. If it had not been for the Lord on my side, oh, baby, where would I be? Where would I be? And I'm not ashamed to tell my testimony because I survived. And I'm still surviving by the grace of God. They still doing stuff. The madness ain't stopped. The harassment ain't stopped. But understand me, neither has God. If they don't see the hand of God upon my life by now, I don't know what to tell them. They think they fighting me, they fighting God, baby. That's a heck of a battle to be in. And like I asked everybody, who gonna check God? I dare every man to call him out. And woman. When I say man, mankind. Woman or man. Who gonna check God? Because they battle ain't with me. God been told me, girl, sit down. Just calm down and get out the way. What you stressing yourself out for? What you worrying for? I told you all you had to have, and y'all gotta excuse my hands. I was messing with this car, y'all. Got up under there and fixed the air. We did get that accomplished. But God been told me, sit down. All I told you to have, and all I required for you to have, was the faith the size of a mustard seed. If you ain't got that, you got problems, baby. So I said, okay, Lord, I surrender all. I wish I could have took some of them pictures of myself back then. Oh my God, child. It was a sad situation. I didn't even look like myself. I didn't. Because what they used was dark psychology. I'm hip to it now. Can't nobody play with this no more. Nor that. Not for no amount of money. Not for any old reason. Not for nothing. And I mean that on today. So I let them do whatever they do. You see, I'm still out here doing whatever I'm going to do. And yes, I'm hurting. But I'm going to do what I got to do to try to get up and try to leave a legacy for my babies. It's greater than me. I'm going to do what I got to do to try to break some generational curses. Poverty is a curse. And can be a generational curse. And see, when you go to talking about breaking generational curses, oh, baby, and leaving a legacy, oh, your finance is going to be great. But you can succeed at anything. And you can conquer all through Christ Jesus who strengthens you. And you just need to know no weapon formed against you shall prosper. And every tongue that rises up against you shall be condemned. All you ought to do, look, I don't even get mad no more. I don't. I pray for people. God said, don't you get like them, or you'll be walking in their shoes. Karma got a fine way of showing up and showing out. You ain't got to do nothing but pray. And I'm not saying PREYING on them. I'm not saying be praying on them. I'm saying really, literally pray for them. Pray for their deliverance. People are hurting, honey. People are broken. You got to know that something is wrong with people. When that many people come up against one individual, oh, baby, you didn't know your strength. And that's not to gloat, because my strength comes from the Lord. See, I don't get no glory. God get all the glory out of my story. That was the name of this channel. So my sons told me to change it to Soul Tribe. And I was like, no, I'm just saying change it to Soul Tribe. I was changing it to Soul Tribe with positive vibes. And if that, and I ain't even look it up. I didn't second guess it. Second question, nothing. Just did it. But it can go back to God gets the glory out of my story, because I mean that. Because He getting it. He getting it. And it is well with my soul. Whatever God has for me, it is for me. And ain't nobody that can stand in the way what God is going to do for me. And what God is going to do through me. Because I'm obedient. And I move according to what God lead me to do. When it's in your heart to serve the Lord, there ain't no way around it. Ain't no way around it. With all that being said, y'all, I gotta go. I've been on here long enough. But I'm gonna drop these videos. And I'm gonna continue to drop them. Because I want to help somebody who think they're at a loss. And who think, they are alone. Because I felt so alone. Wasn't a video. I'm like, look at, everybody's scared. Well, to fear man is to fear God. To fear man is to shun God. I'd rather fear God and shun man. Amen. Be blessed, y'all. Been over, y'all. So, y'all have a blessed day. And I'm about to go in here because I'm hot. I'm sticky. And I need to go take me a shower. It's shower power, shower hour. Be blessed, y'all. And I'm going to keep dropping these videos. And they won't be so intense. But right now, I'm telling my story. And everybody won't want to hear it. Hey, it's okay. Skip past the video. And keep it pushing, baby. Ain't no love lost. And it ain't nothing but love gained from when you touch this surface, period. If you click on it, ain't nothing but love gained, period. And love given in return. Be blessed. God bless y'all.